XRPL Commons is an adoption association. We're a nonprofit. We run out of Paris. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to elevate voices, startups, developers, builders in the ecosystem. It was a very energetic, interactive session. And I was surprised so many people were there, just the crack of dawn, like it's the first session. And what's amazing with these programs is it creates this like tight-knit community, the cohort, and people go in there and they start building a product. And sometimes it fails, but we still see those same people like continue to come to our events, continue to build and iterate, and that's what the game is.
No need for coffee or sleep when we're powered by the XRPL.
Just jump right in.
Exactly.
You can find yourself like really going down rabbit holes, but ultimately it's about creating things that people love, people want to engage with, people enjoy.
Hey, what's going on, family and friends? We're back with another exclusive interview from Ripple's flagship event all the way in the APAC region, the XRPL Apex Conference in Singapore. And this time, I had the pleasure of sitting down with one of the most influential builders in the XRP Ledger ecosystem, Luc Bocahut, Product Director and Solutions Architect at XRPL Commons, the Paris-based nonprofit on a mission to accelerate developer adoption and real-world utility on the XRP Ledger. Luc and I dive into everything from what developer tooling really means for the future of DeFi, why XRPL Commons is playing a vital role in open source collaboration, how their Aquarium Residency Program is empowering builders in Paris, and what's next, including their July CoreDev Bootcamp for C++ developers. We even joke about having a David Schwartz in your pocket dev tool, which honestly might not be a bad idea. This interview is packed with gems for any developer, founder, or XRPL community member looking to go from idea to impact. So let's get into it. Here's my full conversation with Luc Bocahut of XRPL Commons, recorded live in Singapore. And don't forget, links to the Core Developer Bootcamp and Luc's socials are in the description below. So thanks for tuning in. Love you mucho. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're here in Singapore at Ripple's flagship event, the XRPL Apex Conference, and I've got none other than Luc Bocahut, the man with many titles, but the most preferred is Product Developer.
Product Director and Solutions Architect.
What does that mean, Luc?
It means that we build tools for the community and we help startups and builders to architect their solutions on the XRPL.
Is this specifically what XRPL Commons focuses on?
XRPL Commons is an adoption association. We're a nonprofit. We run out of Paris. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to elevate voices, startups, developers, builders in the ecosystem. It's part of our mission to make sure we're building tools and we're helping developers to build solutions. So architecting solutions, helping them find the best paths and the best solutions to build their products.
Well, looks like you were successful at that today. You spoke in front of a room of nearly 100 passionate developers hungry to build on the XRPL. What was the temperature like in the room? What were some of the topics of discussion when you were up on stage?
Yeah, it was really nice to be kicking off the dev track for the XRPL Apex this year. What I was trying to do is I was trying to get people to have a really good experience, meet other developers, and talk about basically give them an opportunity to talk about what they're doing and what they need in terms of tooling for us, like to try and gather intelligence in terms of do they need a better SDKs, better documentation to help us shape our roadmap. So that's really what we were trying to do. It was a very energetic, interactive session. And I was surprised so many people were there, just the crack of dawn, like it's the first session. And usually it's, you never know, it might be an empty room or something, but it was just like packed and people are like really pumped up for the events.
Coming off the heels of a 17-hour flight, maybe got about 3 hours of sleep last night, but no need for coffee or sleep when we're powered by the XRPL.
Just jump right in.
Exactly. Now, you mentioned that there were recent accomplishments and milestones for XRPL Commons. For those in the audience who were unable to attend, could you share some of those with the audience now?
Sure. Late last year, we became part of the UNL, so that's a really big milestone for us. It's a testament to our ability to run infrastructure efficiently and just get on par with all the technical aspects of running a node reliably and all that. We're running infrastructure now for the community as well. We're running Peering Hub. We're running a number of infrastructure projects around data, providing data for researchers and things like that.
What was the aquarium you mentioned?
In terms of the programs that we run, this full-time residency in Paris called the Aquarium. It's a 3-month program. It's been super successful. We just love talking about it. We're engaging directly with 12 individual builders, developers, and they're coming and working on their project and just starting it from zero and then bringing it to a sustainable level. And yeah, it's just great. What's amazing with these programs is it creates this like tight-knit community, the cohort, and people go in there and they start building a product, and sometimes it fails, but we still see those same people like continue to come to our events, continue to build and iterate, and that's what the game is, right?
Yeah, no, and I appreciated how you had that interactive survey with those that attended as well. Some of those questions were, what do you want to see on the XRPL? What would benefit you all? And for full transparency, I was the one that said, I need that magical David Schwartz in my pocket at any moment.
Just pull out David Schwartz. Yeah, that'd be a great product, actually. Sometimes developers, like, they think they need to build something really complicated, but it really is not about building there is complexity. If you go search for it, you can find yourself like really going down rabbit holes. But ultimately, it's about creating things that people love, people want to engage with, people enjoy, and yeah, even something like that idea about David Schwartz in your pocket, I think that could be a very successful product. You'd be surprised.
I think it was our conversation last night where you mentioned it's more important to build the brand. Was that our conversation? I spoke with a few developers last night at the XRP5 event hosted by Flare, and you guys as well, in part by the EZA brothers. Now, for those in the audience that are unable to attend this event, what's your go-to CTA for those to participate in the XRPL ecosystem?
Yeah, so I think we run a number of meetups. Those are great time. I think I would really encourage people to like get out there and see people and meet the community. And I think once you meet the community, you'll see that everybody is very welcoming and it's really easy to get started and yeah, start on your journey. That would be my initial thing. Of course, we have tons of content that we have online that you can access and look into, but yeah.
Awesome. And then when you show up, you might even get one of those fancy XRPL corduroy hats. So it's always good to be in the room, being around and amongst developers in the community that are really pushing the needle. Last moments, Luc, is there any other final words before I let you go? Because I know that you're typically surrounded by a whole bunch of developers and passionate XRPL community members.
Yeah, no, so what I want to say is I want to do a last plug for, we have a CoreDev Bootcamp that's starting July 11th and runs through July 25th. It's a 2-week intensive program for intermediate C+ developers. We're so excited to run this for the first time. So if that's you, find us online and apply to that. It's going to be a great program.
I'll be sure to copy the link to the program in the description and comments below, so we make it very easy for those that want to engage. They can do. And also, what's the most preferred way for those in the audience to follow you as a leader in the space, Luc?
The best thing is to follow me on Twitter, on X.
I'll put that profile as well below. Luc, appreciate you sharing your time with me. Hope you have a great time in Singapore, sir.
Thank you very much.